What do we got?
No idea, but that looks like a gravity well.
Pathfinder, I am quickly building a workable database of the Remnant language. We have not encountered instances of it in such abundance before.
This is it. The heart of Meridian.
Finally.
Is that some kind of communication tower? It's huge.
Translating. Connection lost. Meridian engine not found.
This can't be it. Come on, guys, we're so close. There must be a way. Anyone have ideas?
Turn it off and on again?
One moment, Pathfinder. I have found something. Translating. Final administrator log. The opposition's weapon may cause widespread damage. All our weapons, our ships, will not be able to protect us. Protect my goal. We need to disengage Meridian from Command Core, which will remain here to draw fire. Meridian contains all the work of the Jardin. Nothing else matters. I will send it far. We can return one day. Continue the process of renewal. End of log.
The Archon was wrong. This isn't Meridian. Meridian is gone.
But it said they could return. Can't we find it?
Big shit! Time to move!
This seems perfectly in line with how everything was going. Meridian's gone, and now we're stuck in a Ket shit show. Can I please get a break once in a while?
Okay, someone broke the Pathfinder.
We're fighting! The Ket are not taking us! Not today!
Pathfinder. The Remnant City is not without its defenses. This is its central command.
Remnant defenses. Of course. Use them against the Ket. Sam! Now!
Oh shit!
Archon wants that one. Destroy the rest.
Let's go.
Watch your back! It's one of those that can float!
Watch your back if you watch mine.
Lost visual on the leader!
I was kicking his ass, that's why. Oh fuck.
I knew those Ket were trouble the minute I saw them!
Ryder, what about Meridian?
How about focus on not dying right now?
You got clapped from behind.
Got you! Moving out! Lost visual on the leader!
Optic camouflage. I hope that's not your only trick. Where is this
I
guy?
know you're around here somewhere. Got you! Don't forget the rest of those Ket!
There he is.
Lost visual on the leader! It's like the Archon sent all his goons after us. Could this get any worse? Fiend incoming!
Oh fuck.
Think you're so sneaky, don't you?
Oh shit.
Come on, where are you? Got you!
Oh. Ah!
Understood!
Fire everything!
Lost visual on the leader!
Look at this guy.
Think you're so sneaky, don't you? Got you! Don't forget the rest of those Ket!
Come on, he's gotta be dead now. Oh my god, this guy's got infinite health. How is he still alive? I hope it's not bugged. Legit, I think the boss is bugged because he's got no health, man. He's still alive. But we'll keep it going, see what's going on. This guy is not dying. He's not fucking dying. Yeah, I've got to go back to the main menu, guys, and start over because the boss is like bugged or something. You weren't dying for sure. Was there a timer? Was there a timer in the top left saying like survive for 10 minutes or something? Shit, I didn't check if there was a timer, but yeah, that boss was not dying. Maybe if we reload it, it would sort itself out. That fight was getting epic as well. Wasn't expecting that fiend to just rock up through the door, just bowl in there like he owns the place. Surprised there isn't more Krogan berserkers though, because I chose to save the Solarians instead of the Krogan scouts, so I thought I'd be up against a lot of berserkers. My last playthrough I saved the Krogans.
Watch your back if you watch mine.
Let's check out the minions first.
Meridian.
How about focus on not dying right now?
Got you! Don't forget the rest of those cats! Lost visual on the leader! It's like the Archon sent all his goons after us. But it's getting worse. Fiend incoming! You're so sneaky, don't you? Got you! Lost visual on the leader!
Get wrecked.
Come on, where are you? Got you! And don't forget the rest of those cats!
Ground team, is everyone all right?
Fuck, it was bugged. Even
Everyone
after
accounted for.
We
being
saw
out for 4
everything
years.
from orbit. It was incredible. The entire city lit up. The scans went wild.
And Ryder, the Ket are retreating. Whatever you did, it worked.
A full retreat. Well, that's a relief to hear.
Any progress on Meridian? Have you got it working yet?
This isn't Meridian. Or at least, not all of it. Hard to explain. We'll brief you later. So Meridian's gone, but shouldn't this thing know the nav point of where it went?
Contact with the Scourge will have altered Meridian's original path. It would take countless years to determine its current location.
If it takes years, then it takes years. People are relying on me.
The Ket won't give us that time. We need an alternative.
Sam, can you see anything else in here? Any kind of data that could be a clue?
Nothing immediately obvious, Pathfinder, but I will continue my investigations.
Well, if the Scourge is messing things up, maybe that's where we should look.
At what?
I was actually hoping one of you might continue the thought.
Okay, no Meridian. But we kicked the Ket out of a major stronghold. That's huge.
That just means we need to push forward before they can recover. We have to find Meridian. The real one. Sam, collect all the data you can. Radio the Tempest for extraction. This is going to take work. And it's going to take all of us.
It's gonna take Cora's ass as well. That could solve any problem. Hopefully they can extrapolate some data and find the location of Meridian.
Pathfinder, you seem well.
We're all doing quite well here. Thank you.
That is good to hear. This journey can't have been easy. Speaking of which, we know you defied us. You went for Meridian in direct violation of initiative orders, even though our reasons were quite clear. Yet, you were correct, Ryder. We should have trusted your instincts. We have proven time and again that you deserve the title of Pathfinder. I have never been so glad to be wrong.
I appreciate your encouragement and your candor.
I'm told there are still obstacles to reaching Meridian.
Love a bit of candor.
The initiative stands ready to provide whatever support you need.
Pathfinder, if
If you're done with your call to the Nexus, I'd like to talk to you. I think I've found a way for us to find Meridian.
Oh shit, well done, Suvi.
You seem tired.
Pulled an all-nighter processing the data we received from the Remnant City. It's a lot.
Don't push yourself too hard. Someone's got to keep you pretty.
Man, all three of them, all three NPCs are talking.
Pathfinder, thought you might be Callow. I asked him for nav data.
Data for what?
Mapping the Scourge. Now we know it's a weapon, I hate it more. Designed to isolate, lingers well after the war. I know what that is. It's a minefield.
You saw minefields in crisis response? A lot of wounded?
That was awful, sure. But the long term is worse. Minefields hobble the whole population, make normal life impossible. Mark this. The Ket are bad, but whoever deployed the Scourge, they're some motherfuckers.
Damn, savage. The savagery there. Oh, Lexi don't want to chat. Oh boy, Drac.
Every time we fight an exalted Krogan, I think about how that could be me. I'd want you to kill me.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Straight to the point then, bro. Fucking hell. You don't fuck about, does he? Fuck you, Lexi.
Hello, Sarah. Have you come to see if I'm finally broken? To see what discovering that my people were invented has done to me?
This is huge. I'd be flipping tables.
No. Not upset.
What? You normally let your emotions fly.
True. Angara are usually very free with our feelings.
Not talking about all Angara. I'm talking about you.
I'm numb. I'm in awe. There's a peace in knowing that though the universe is beyond your understanding, it doesn't need your understanding to function. That you may even have a hidden destiny.
We don't even know how large that hidden plan is. It may span galaxies.
Exactly. And if once we know our place in that plan, we could fulfill it, and even better it. I'm not broken, Sarah. I'm excited. The Angara were created for a purpose. We were given vaults and golden worlds. All these advanced tools. And there is nothing the Ket can do about it. The future holds more for the Angara than a never-ending war on the Ket. Much more.
For the Angara. Hell, for all of us. These are amazing, crazy days.
Really crazy. Really amazing. It doesn't matter if we were created by a god, reborn from our ancestors, or exist as the dream of an AI superpower. This discovery changes nothing except ourselves. And that's
everything.
He's just getting a bit emotional there, aren't he? Let's debrief the strike teams quick. Send them out again. We'll give them some upgrades too, don't worry. They've all got drugs. Sweet. Alright, we've completed the science and military trees, so we're going to go for commerce. Oh, okay. Cuts the penalty of all fusion mods. Okay, so what's my current fusion mod? Fusion mod of shielding. Okay. Just gonna sell everything. Black Widow is a nice sniper, but I don't really use snipers, so. Got nearly 200,000 credits, so. Let's go have a chat with Cora quick. There she is down there.
So my buddy Jill, who, by the way, can't stop singing your praises, and, stop... I don't know. I'm still in the freak... Yeah. It's funny.
I don't really like that character, so I'll just skip his combos.
Hey, Ryder. What are we going to do if Meridian isn't what we expect?
What do you mean?
I've already been
What
there.
if it isn't where it's supposed to be?
Oh.
Or it doesn't work the way we think it does?
Come on, that'd be the 4th time now. Our luck can't be that bad.
It's just we never really know what we're going to get with this remnant stuff. I've been going back and forth. Glee one second, worry the next. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Learn that the hard way.
We still have to try. We still have to hope.
You're right. Of course you're right. We didn't give up to the worst of it, and we're not going to start now. Whatever happens, let's try to have fun doing it.
Haven't we so far?
2 galaxies worth.
It's contraband cereal here.
We always seem to be so close, but never close enough.
You mean the Remnant City? Meridian.
I was so sure we'd reach the end. I had a bottle of Drossix Blue ready to go.
I hope you were planning to share that.
So I can wake up to the headlines, Pathfinder pathfinds victory, laid low by Turian Brew.
Not a party unless I'm passed out at the end.
From your stomach literally exploding? Why don't I find something better suited to humans? Hopefully we'll have something to celebrate soon. You know where to find me.
Hi there.
God, she's a bit frosty, isn't she? She's supposed to be my best friend. She's just salty, man. She's salty because she didn't get the Pathfinder title.
I'm in engineering.
That's great, Joe.
It's my night off.
Hey, she's frosty as well. What the fuck?
I don't remember approving that.
I can break bones just as well as I can mend them, Pathfinder.
What are you reading?
Wow.
Harry's latest report on Scott. He's a troublesome patient.
So you're not really taking the night off?
Work-life balance has never been my strong suit.
You love what you do. Nothing wrong with that.
Tell that to my exes. How do you do it? Be both Sarah and the Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, Doctor, they're just titles, not who we are.
I don't know who I am if I'm not a doctor.
You're only, what, 200 years old? You've got time to find out.
She's actually about 500. Phoebe is still in the early stages of Asari life.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Lexi's about middle-aged. Not a matriarch yet. But the voice actor for Lexi is the, you know, the chick from Game of Thrones? From House Tyrell. That is the voice actor. Now, why the fuck didn't they just model her face on an Asari body? Like, why have they modeled this terrible face for Lexi when the actual voice actress is Wayfair? If that makes sense. So instead I had email, let's have a look. Fun and games, right. These sound like side quests. We still haven't done the fucking... Still haven't done the movie night. I'm falling behind a bit there.
Hello, Sarah. I have been contemplating our discoveries about the Angara at the Remnant City. I know who created me, and I know my purpose. I have also experienced not knowing. The difference is immense.
You're heading into some deep waters there, Sam.
Whole lifetimes are spent asking about creation, its meaning, if it has one, and if there was a motivating force.
Are you asking if there's a god?
AI have concrete answers about why they exist. If I did not, I would look for them.
It's a good point.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
It's a good point, but it's irrelevant because at the end of the day, all species, all creation is just part of an experiment. Regardless if you have a creator or not, it's all just a chemical reaction in an infinite universe, right? Alright. Have a little chat with Phoebe and Suvi, then we'll go meet Drake at the bar.
For a human. You saw the perfect drop zone just in time.
Well, we humans get lucky sometimes.
I'm glad to have that kind of luck on my flight deck.
Is that Callow complimenting Suvi?
I'm still trying to make sense of everything we learned at the Remnant City. I can't believe the Angara are designed. What are the implications?
Far too many to sift through at once. It's mostly for the Angara to figure out.
I can't imagine what this will mean to them. Helios is more and more interesting every minute. Anything you want to talk about before we head back into it?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I thought I wouldn't be able to shut her up. We just fucking went to a Remnant City. Isn't that like a live stream?
What can I do for you?
You're good.
I'll let...
It's all good, bro. You keep doing you, Callow. Yeah, you keep flying.
There you are. Feels like I've been waiting forever.
Oi, oi.
Meridian. Set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge, now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
That's genius. The Scourge is the sea, moving objects around.
It's not a precise analogy, of course, but it illustrates the point.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance of finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge, and Garen star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough.
Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Tio, Cora wants to be Pathfinder
Readings from
so
within the
bad.
Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need Initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
Well, sounds like a fine plan. I guess we won't know for sure unless we give it a shot. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
That's this probe for data.
The Nexus science team is completely blown away by what you found in the Remnant City. Back in the Milky Way, did it feel like this when you were out looking for Prothean artifacts?
Oh, I don't know. Because the remnants still exist. That's the thing. The Jardin still exist, and I think the Jardin are a bit more advanced than the Protheans. So, also the Protheans are all wiped out, and they're 50,000 years old. And everything the Protheans created, like the Citadel and these outposts and stuff like that, has already been discovered by other races already. So I would have to say that the Remnant is just brand new, and the fact that the Remnant is so advanced they're able to create new species like the Angara, I would say discovering the Remnant is even better than discovering Prothean artifacts, right? But given all how integral the Protheans were to stopping the Reapers with the invention of the Crucible, you know, that's another argument there. But put that aside, if we look at the time frame where this is set between Mass Effect 1 and 2, we can, well, just after 2 I think actually, just before 2? I don't know. I would say the Remnant, in terms of like this galaxy and this responsibility, I would say discovering the Remnant is more important now than discovering the Protheans. But if it was 600 years ago and we were still in the Milky Way, I think the Protheans would be awesome. Imagine finding like plans for the Crucible before the Reapers even came in, before Saren even started with the Reaper invasion. Can you imagine it? Yeah. And setting up the Citadel on Earth and setting up the Crucible, good to go. How different the galaxy would have been, because it's really demoralising at the end of the third one when you're trying to fight back the Reaper threat, but the Reapers have already won. The Reapers fucked the galaxy up so much, like it would take literally 600 years to recover from the damage that the Reapers caused. Especially on Earth. Jesus Christ, Earth was literally a fucking glass from orbit. Earth was a fucking crater, and then Palaven as well. So the Taurians and the Asari homeworld, the Taurians alliance and the Asari were just so fucked at the end of the third one. God knows how they even built the mass relays again after that, and also depending on your choice. So yeah, I'd say discovering the Remnant is way more important now and way more interesting, because they got some weird tech like we've never seen before.
Are you kidding? This is way better.
I wouldn't have said it, but I'm glad you did. No offense to the Protheans. You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if he could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
Even in that scenario, a higher power could still exist.
There could always be something greater. Greater than us, greater than the Jardan. I had faith before, and I'll keep having faith. Because that's what faith is. Thank you, Ryder. You always know how to make me feel better. It's why you're so great. You just get me.
Damn.
I really hope my plan to find Meridian works, because if not, I don't know what we'll do.
Don't worry about it. We've figured it out so far, haven't we?
Yes, we have. But that's no reason to... You know what? I'm just going to trust you. You are the Pathfinder, and you've brought us this far. You'll take us home.
What are your thoughts on the origin of the Angara?
You're not the only one who's asked that. It's going around, people saying it's unnatural. Are biotics natural? What about space travel, painkillers, clothing, fire? All of it's made our lives better. Why would I draw the line at life creation tech?
I have to say I agree.
The Angara are the same, whether evolved or created by some mysterious hand. Not everyone sees that, however. And knowing the Scourge was a weapon meant to destroy the Jardan makes me wonder. Maybe someone out there really hated what the Jardan were doing.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Damn, Suvi. What a fucking character. What well written and interesting character. Meet me in the laboratory in the Nexus. I have something I want to show you. Oh damn. Let's go, Suvi. I'm like, put the afterburners on, get to the Nexus. Full burn.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe.
We'll do a bit of scanning first, then we'll head to the Nexus, see what Drac and Suvi, see what they got to say.
The data collection probe is prepped whenever you're ready, Ryder.
It looks like Element Zero. Doesn't look like a Scourge formation.
Receiving Scourge readings.
Ah, see, it does say the composition is ice, mineral debris, unknown materials, and Element Zero. So that's why it does look a bit like Element Zero. If you look on the right on the synopsis on the data of it. Just going to scan these planets down first, and then we'll head out. Maximum warp.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Getting a scan.
That's crazy. I never thought there'd be an ice cap on the equator. That's insane. Maybe the yeah, there is an ice cap on the south and north, but why would there be an ice cap on the equator? It must be, the orbit must take so long that it gets very cold on this side of the planet, maybe. But this spot in particular. To be fair, the star is very far away. Ooh, this looks like a promising planet.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
That is a huge iron deposit, yeah. Massive storm systems rack recurrently. Dozens of Ket shuttles skirt the edges of these storms, landing at remnant ruins during brief moments of calm. So there are remnant ruins on this planet. Also a Ket presence though.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Satellite detected.
Is it friendly? Oh no, it's a Ket satellite. This Ket satellite is focused on Hotel Delta 65, taking detailed readings of seemingly empty expanses of desert. Why would a satellite be taking readings of that? Unless there's another bloody abyssal on site. If that's just pure desert, there could be abyssals on here. Remnant abyssals, those big sandworms like on Eladon. wonder if they got inspiration from Dune. You know, the sandworms on Dune, like the books. It's like a sci-fi book series all about these big ass sandworms on a planet. That could potentially be inspired from this series. They're going to come out with a new movie as well, I think next year, with Oscar Isaacs, the guy who played Poe Dameron. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie though, Dune. D-U-N-E, Dune. Right. So there's the two other Scourge sites we need to scan. We're just going to head back to the Nexus, get a little situation report. See how the Nexus is actually doing, if all systems are 100% operational now. Because we're still missing the Turian Ark. Well, we found it, but it's so damaged. The Turian Ark is so... The hull integrity is so fucked, we couldn't bring it back to the Nexus. So we only have 3 capital ships at the Nexus right now. Where it should be 4. I'm actually worried that because I took so long to find the Turian Ark, that's why it was damaged, but I don't know. Because I prioritised the Solarian Ark over the Turian Ark. There she is. We got all 3 ships stopped. Hopefully we've got some good tunes in here.
Drinks are fizzing tonight.
The others aren't here yet, but it shouldn't be long.
The others?
Cash and Vorn. If we're gonna teach you Krogan games, we're gonna need more Krogan.
Born doesn't bug you as much as you pretend he does, huh?
Yeah, don't tell anyone. He's smart, real handy with plans, kept the colony alive and going after we left the Nexus. Cash made a good choice there. Not that I had any say in the matter.
So, fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom?
Ah, that's right. Pretty basic game. First one Krogan kids usually play.
I've seen vids, and I know Thresher Maws are damn huge. But fire-breathing Thresher Maws of Doom? That sounds like overkill.
You'll see. It's great.
Right, so what are the rules?
Kids game, remember? It's simple. Burn down all the other pieces on the map. You win.
I can work with fire.
This is gonna be great. Vorn's bringing root snacks. Corcrow's my favorite. I'll load up the mini flamethrowers when the others get here.
What the fuck?
Well, at least the table's fireproof.
mini flamethrowers.
Yeah, just don't hit the drinks. Bartender will have a fit.
I thought it was going to be like poker.
Oh, Dutch, would I lie to you?
Yes, you would. Absolutely. Surfing a shuttle as it crash lands on an asteroid.
Things are tense around the club. But not like that first 14 months, thanks to us. I think they raised the drink prices, though. Bastards.
One villain at a time, Liam.
Priorities, Pathfinder.
Alright, let's go see what Suvi wants. Suvi's my romance choice, by the way. Romance option. That I just decided to go for. Well, I hope I decide to go for her. It's been so long since playthroughs, maybe I fobbed her off. Who knows?
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
What am I interacting with? What the fuck? That was fucking weird.
Pathfinder, do you have just a...
You're back.
Yes. I'm sorry I yelled, but those colonists seem so betrayed by something I created. I want to finish the documentary, take a stand for what matters. But what is that? What's best for the initiative?
It's funny because the Asari are supposed to be like the most beautiful things in the galaxy, the most beautiful species, and they looked way better in Mass Effect 1 and 2 and 3. In Andromeda they look fucking goofy as hell, bro. They really fucked up the models on the Asari.
People deserve the truth. Today and 1,000 years from now. Let's give it to them.
Okay, have your Sam give me everything it recorded in that remnant city.
Look at the state of it.
I'll give them raw footage, uncompromising, every challenge we need to overcome. Thanks, Ryder, for everything.
I think the devs really lost touch with the franchise in Andromeda.
Sarah, you gave me a fright. I wasn't expecting you. I must have lost track of time. I was just scanning Jardin prototypes for an interactive model I'm building for the team. Wait, stand here and I'll show you. It's not complete yet, but... Wow. You're looking at the building blocks of life in Helios. This is what I came here to find. And I've only just started.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said, it's beautiful.
You
like,
mean the display, right?
it's like the DNA. Oh shit, is she, I think she's trying to flirt. Let's go.
Your insatiable curiosity about the universe, your faith, your love of science. To be honest, I'm a little jealous.
You don't have to be. We just click on so many things. It feels right and comfortable and safe.
Go on, Suvi.
Science is my calling and my passion, but you're my home.
Boom.
Lock the door. I know I said we should go out, but I want to stay here forever.
Oh shit, she's taking control there. Someone's about to get their ass eaten out.
I'd love nothing more than to stay here forever with you.
Damn.
I wish. The team might have something to say about that when they try to get in here. But I'll take this moment for as long as it lasts. Because it's perfect.
The Scissor Sisters in the house. I wonder if Suvi's a squatter. I hope she is. Oh man.
The Angara were designed by the Remnant creators?
Fuck me, you guys were here the whole time. Do you think everyone was here during that whole interaction?
Are the Angara children to them, or some breeds?
Right, what's next? Let's see if there's any interesting tasks before we head out, scan these large scourge sites. And I think we're good, yeah. I'm actually really happy that Suvi was the romance option, because I was worried. Like the last playthrough I'd done of this game was like 3 years ago.
I can't believe half of what I tell them.
I was worried I might have messed up the romance back then before I jumped back on. Because Suvi and Sarah are just a fucking good couple, bro. That's where it's at. I think it's good for morale if you know, they're just on the Normandy flicking each other's beam after every mission. I know you agree. We still haven't done the movie night thing, so what am I missing? There's probably probably need to grab popcorn or something. That's such a good looking scout ship. It's not a frigate, it's too small. Like the Normandy is
Joel's been asking to talk to you.
The Normandy SR1 and SR2 are way bigger than the Tempest, but the Tempest is such a good looking ship. It's more of like a Corvette, I think, than a frigate. Corvettes are smaller than frigates, right? They better be.
What can I do for you?
I think he said someone was looking for me. No emails. CV.
How's it going?
Right. Shit. Did he say Joel was looking for me? Lexi, Liam, Joel, Drac. Why is Drac up here? Drac's never up here, let's have a look.
More tests? You said...
I know.
It's not like being a created species really means anything. The Angara are the Angara. What matters in the end is that they exist.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Well said, Drac, well said. I was watching a video about Mass Effect 1 and 2 the other day. This morning actually I was watching it, and
So you can fix it?
It's just editing a config file. You could probably fix it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I was watching a video and it cut the video cut to conversations with Rex. If you remember Erdnot Rex from the original Mass Effect games, and I was comparing the dialogue to Rex and Drac, and I actually, for ages, I thought Rex was an amazing character, but Drac is such a cool NPC, and if I had to choose between Drac or Rex, I think the fact that Drac is like over 1,000 years old, I think Rex is like 600. I can't remember if he said 600 or 650. I know his ancestors' armor is very old, but the fact that Drac is just so old, and he was in the Rachni Wars and shit like that. Not, I think he was in the Rachni Wars, or it was at the end of it. I don't know, when they deployed the Genophage and that. He's just got so much fucking like battle experience, and there's a lot of sadness to Drac as well, because he's just been in combat for fucking 9 lifetimes of a human, and he's like got fucking prosthetic limbs and shit like that. There's a lot of stuff you can do with his character, and it's very interesting. Like, just compare Drac to someone like Cora, who's just like a blank canvas, or even Liam, or Jarl. These characters are really like one dimensional, but Drac really goes on a journey in that, and he's very worried about Kesh. But when you first meet him, you just think he's a fucking lunatic. Like, he's just like, yeah, kill the Ged. He's hunting Ket on Eos, and then when you do his loyalty missions and you start interacting with him, you realise he actually cares a lot about the Krogan and everything they've been. So it's really hard. It's really hard for me to go against the grain and save the Solarians over the Krogan scouts, because I knew it was going to piss off Drac that I didn't save the Krogans, just the scouts anyway, and it was fucking hard to do, man. And that's when a game is, is successful, and what is in the immersion aspect of it. It's fucking a really hard choice, and it actually, I know it's just a video game, but it genuinely felt like a hard choice, saving those the Solarian Pathfinder over the Krogan scouts, because I knew how Drac was going to react. It's the first time I've done that as well. Every other playthrough I always save the Krogan, so it was tough. Right, let's scan these anomalies down and head out.
The Scourge really left its mark on these systems.
It's getting dense in the space beyond. Better be careful. Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly detected. Probes launched.
What is
Getting a
that?
scan.
What kind of anomaly is that? Fucking hell, a titanium asteroid. That would be insane. Imagine a titanium asteroid hitting Earth. It would fucking go straight through. It wouldn't even collide. It would just go right through the planet.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
I love this music, man. It's such a throwback to the first game. Like when you're exploring the star map on the first game, this is the music that plays.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Anomaly found.
Way out here.
I'll say. There's quite a view of the scourge. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
I think that was from the Taurian Ark, that escape pod. Yeah guys, we're going to be scanning planets for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to scan Scourge sites, Scourge anomalies.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
There's about 100 craters on this moon.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Satellite detected. Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
I wouldn't mind finding another scout ship. This looks like a Ket ship. But the Tempest can't be the only scout corvette that the Nexus has. There's got to be more scout ships. I'm sure Director Tan said that, like, because the way he said it was like, yeah, we'll give her a scout ship, as in the Tempest. So there must be more, but I've never seen any in game, or never. There should be like scout ship wrecks or something, or a scout ship damaged that we can find. Because they must have sent other ships out to find stuff. Surely.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
It's a satellite, yeah. This Ket satellite appears to be monitoring the system's asteroid belt, recording detailed scans from a safe distance. This thing is scanning the asteroid belt from a moon. It should be on the fucking belt. Yeah, it must have insane scanning range for that.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Getting a scan. Looks like we're headed to a pretty energetic star.
Deploying radiation and emission screens. Our sensors should be safe.
That's a neutron star, I think.
Anomaly detected.
It's a metal. It's quasaring. There's a quasar, a north and south quasar. Let's find the anomaly first.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Element 0, that's what I'm talking about. So element 0 is what fuels the mass relays in the Milky Way and gives the biotics. It's the origin of biotic powers as well. I should say biotic abilities.
Anomaly detected.
Looks like it could be an ore deposit.
Deploying probe.
Let's have a
I
look.
found something.
Water vapor escapes from cracks in this mountain, suggesting that somewhere deep underground where temperatures are far cooler, a reservoir may exist. Life forms exist on PAS 51. If life forms exist, it will be there. Okay. It's a tectonic planet. A double ring, hey? You know what they say about double rings, eh? This planet has got an atmosphere. Analysis. The seething radiation of the Basava sun keeps portions of PAS 60 molten at all times. Attempting to land here would be extremely inadvisable. So it's a bit like crematoria. It's funny though, because there's only molten lava on this side of the planet on the dark side, but I'm sure it should be on the light side of the planet. Yeah, this planet is fucked. Well, the star is fucked. Look at this. It's double quasar. Not sure if that's a neutron star or what, but yeah. It's definitely fucking up all the planets in the system. There's only Scourge in the system. I can't really see any Scourge. There might be some Scourge there that's causing the damage, but yeah, I can't see any Scourge in this system, so it must just be the star that's fucking up the planets. nothing we can do about that, I'm afraid. Unless we get a Dyson sphere or something. Weather is uncommonly tranquil for a gas giant, its clouds and electrical storms move in slow, predictable patterns worthy of further study. Study for what? They're mining? Because you couldn't colonize this planet, so... I think this system here is a miss right now. Let's head out. We still need to scan some Scourge anomalies, so let's go for our second one over here. In the Valen system. Actually, there's one up here. You can scan the whole system as well.
Not many other ships would venture out this far.
It's our job to be first.
Oh damn. There is Scourge
I'm picking up something.
and we have a red dwarf, and the Scourge has fucked the system up again. Let's check out these anomalies quick. Launching probe.
Deploying probe. I found something.
Oh, what we got? It's like fucking fishing right now. That's a remnant ship. A remnant fighter seemingly impaled on a tendril of Scourge. Astonishingly, certain self-repair mechanisms appear to be intact, though the vessel will never be whole again. Yeah, this remnant fighter got fucked, basically.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched.
Intense Scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe.
Yeah, I think this is the formation that we're looking for. Jesus Christ. Tell you what, Callow
Probe ready for placement.
Callow must be a great pilot to be able to maneuver through the Scourge at sublight like that.
Receiving Scourge readings.
Warning, intense levels of radiation detected. A shielded probe will last long enough to collect data, however, can still be used to collect data, however, and luckily there's only one more formation of Scourge data that we need now, that we need to collect before we can get the location of Meridian.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Appears to have been stripped of a breathable atmosphere by Scourge phenomena over the past century. What remains is a barren sphere of carbon. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find any more habitable planets, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to have to check a nearby cluster. Like, we have to branch out from the Helios cluster and check a different cluster for any more like actual habitable planets. Because I think the Scourge is across all of Andromeda, not just the Helios cluster. This looks habitable. On a cursory visual inspection, this massive planet appears almost Earth-like. Yeah, it does. That's why I said it. But its incredibly heavy gravity and crushing atmosphere make colonization a long shot. What is the orbital period? 4.1 years. Atmospheric pressure 64.73 atmospheres. So what's that? 64 times Earth's gravity? Either way. Okay, let's check Var and Rattle. We'll check these two systems, then we'll head down to Kindrax, and we'll check the last Scourge anomaly after that. But let's smash these two systems out quick before we do that. 'Cause you never know what you might find.
Zuby, keep an eye on those sensors.
I always do.
I know, it's just... This is a dicey sector. Better to be ready.
Yeah, it looks like another neutron star.
Anomaly on sensors.
The sound when the ship goes into FTL and that does that crack, that's awesome. That cracking sound.
Probe away. Detecting what's left of a ship.
The fuck is a shuttle doing out here? This can't be an initiative shuttle, surely. This has got to be Angaran. Can't be from the Milky Way. Can't be from the Nexus, surely. Oh, it is. Wow. This is a Nexus shuttle. What the hell is it doing out here? This shuttle appears to have limped away from a battle. Logs indicate the crew, now deceased, came to Var to raid an outcast mining camp. The attempt must have ended badly. Why would a Nexus shuttle raid an exile mining camp on its own? And does that mean shuttles can... Well, I guess they can. They can go to FTL then. I thought shuttles could only do sublight, but who knows at this point, right? So I wonder where the exiles were mining at. Oh, I want to know where that exile mining camp is in this system. Sorry, outcast mining camp. Not this planet.
Anomaly on sensors.
Ah, here's the mining camp. An outcast mineral camp has been recently demolished here. A fragmentary distress call describes the attackers as other exiles. There are no survivors. Wow. So the Nexus strike team that come to hit the camp got blown up, and then the camp got blown up by other exiles anyway, so who really profited from this?
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
And we ended up getting the minerals anyway, because the site was demolished. And do you know what? I guarantee that it was the collective that hit the outcast camp. Probably the collective came in after the Nexus strike team failed. And then the Tempest, and then our team from the Nexus ended up with the minerals anyway. I love it. Great oceans of ethane and thin sheets of water ice cover the surface of Hotel 173. Ice mining might be possible here, but there are surely richer sources on more agreeable worlds. So H173 is a no-go, right? Okay. Oh, we got double ring again. Tell you what, with the amount of satellites that Earth has in orbit right now, I'm surprised we don't have our own like asteroid belt of satellites, like a satellite belt.
Anomaly on sensors.
Frozen ethane covers H174. The ice sheets interrupted only by low mountains and shallow craters. Thanks to dust clouds in the inner system, little sunlight reaches this world.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Oh shit. The deceased outcast inhabitant of this escape pod appears to have fled a battle at Meishin in the inner system. Ah, so this was the outcast that escaped the mining outpost. The mining camp. But they ended up dying anyway. Fuck. So I wonder what the collective profited out of all this. And I wonder how that escape pod blew up. Because I don't think there was any Scourge in that system. I didn't see any remnants of a Scourge. Right, anyway, let's check the retool system. This will be the last system, then we're going to go for the Meridian Scourge formation, hitting FDL.
Rumor has it this is quite a lawless region. No place to get stranded.
Stranded? Why would you even bring that up?
There's plenty of Scourge content in here. Got 0 anomalies in the system. I think there might be a exile presence in the system.
I'm picking up something.
The Scourge and some unusual orbital mechanics leave Gorvik's fully icebound at night and boiling during the day. The outcast Gorvik attempted to take advantage of this to little avail. So basically it's a crematoria kind of planet.
Probe away. I found something.
This is a Ket shuttle, it looks like. A Ket dropship appears to have been departing Gorvik's Folly when it was hit by weapons fire. Perhaps Gorvik is still alive and active after all. It's a shame we can't go to the planet's surface and help out Gorvik. He's on that planet somewhere. I think it's a throwback to Riddick. Gorvik? Riddick? So Riddick is probably on this planet somewhere. We'll never know.